Hello, welcome to this Therapy for the World meditation. Just one human reminding another we are one species living on this incredibly beautiful, exquisitely balanced planet Earth. Maybe you've seen the Artemis 2 images from space, looking back, as one of the astronauts said, looking back at Mother Earth. Take a moment to get comfortable. Maybe grab a cushion, a blanket, maybe even lay down. And just take a moment to go inside. Maybe you want to close your eyes or drop your gaze. And do take my words as an invitation rather than an instruction. And perhaps begin by connecting with your breath. Maybe noticing the air going in through your nostrils and out through your mouth. And maybe say hello to your parts. Hello, welcome. You're all parts of me, you belong here. Maybe take a moment to breathe with them. And just check, are they all okay with this practice today? Is there anything they need to be here with you now? And let's just take a moment to feel grounded right here, right now. Some people like to do that by seeing themselves as a tree. If that feels right, take a moment to consider yourself as a tree. What tree might represent you and your parts? Maybe you're an old oak tree in the northern hemisphere. Maybe you're a beautiful, strong, tall eucalypt in the southern hemisphere. Maybe you can feel your feet on the floor and imagine some invisible roots growing out of the soles of your feet and the base of your spine if you're sitting in a chair. If the tree doesn't feel right, maybe you and your parts would rather find the deepest ground to relax your mind. Relax your grasp and drop into the deep, deep space around you. Sometimes my parts like to imagine an invisible hand in the ground beneath me, just feeling held by gravity, loved by the earth. And as you feel held by the ground or feel yourself as a tree with those roots reaching deep, deep, deep down into the ground, if it feels right, maybe you want to tap into some of the traits of self-energy, including and not limited to compassion, calmness, connection, courage, confidence, clarity, creativity, and curiosity. My parts love the 5 Ps of presence and patience, persistence, perspective, and playfulness. All in the spirit of self-energy, just noticing how your self-energy shows up in your body or outside your body, right here, right now. And if you have parts who are concerned that they can't find that self-energy right here, right now, that's okay too. Just reassure them it's always here, even if you can't feel it. And we're going to take a moment perhaps to expand your perspective from your inner world to noticing your connection to the people and animals and plants around you in your outer world. There are so many living things around us that we don't notice most of the time. The trees, the plants, the worms, the birds, the sky, all delicately balanced in an ecosystem. In Gaia, in all the treasures Mother Earth is inviting us to share. If it feels right, just expand that picture from your neighborhood to your town, to your country, to your continent. Perhaps you're able to see in your mind's eye that incredible blue planet that we share. That beautiful pearl in the ocean of deep, dark space. Whatever continent you're on, we're all linked by the great oceans, filled with magnificent creatures, large and small. From little tiny plankton to whales, fishes, dolphins, corals, turtles. And we humans are just one unique species. We're all different colours, but we're all one race, called human. We all have the same human rights. Just notice and appreciate that connection to each other, to all living things all around the globe. Maybe pause, check back inside what it's like for you and your parts to connect with all living things on planet Earth. Maybe you have parts who feel the pain, distress, anguish even, and concern about what's happening to all living things on planet Earth. To the plants and animals impacted by climate change. To the humans suffering in war, undergoing bombing in the Middle East, genocide in Gaza and across Palestine. Humans facing oppression, tyranny, racism. Or maybe it's the distress you and your parts have felt about the release of the Epstein files with the sexual exploitation of women. Take a moment to listen to your parts, to their outrage, their upset, their grief. Some say it means your soul's alive, that you're fully human, if you feel this anguish, particularly other people's. If your parts don't, that's okay too. Maybe they need to block it out. They're just protecting you from getting overwhelmed. Perhaps tap back into that self-energy you felt earlier. And if you can, open your heart, send some love, compassion, tenderness, first to your parts in grief about their own loss, about your pain, your trauma that might have been triggered by my words now. And if you're able to, maybe put your hand on your heart and send some healing, some loving kindness to all living things on planet Earth, to anything or anyone suffering right now. Some loving kindness to all living things on planet Earth. We'll be pausing in a moment. Do whatever you need to do to bring this meditation to a close safely. Maybe you want to thank your parts for showing up today and participating in this Therapy for the World meditation. Maybe you want to make a note of any actions or commitments your parts want you to take after this. And maybe just take one more deep breath. Waggle your fingers, waggle your toes, open your eyes. And thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, from me and my parts, for sharing this space with me today.